Hi, my name is Lee Padone, and I'm from Paris, Texas. Um, I'm applying today for the ICC Scholarship, and I want to tell you a little bit about myself and why I think I deserve or want to be a part of the scholarship deal. I'm from Brooksville, Florida. I was raised in Brooksville, Florida on a dairy farm just right outside of Tampa, Florida, on 350 acres. We born and raised milking cows and running around the ranch up there. We got in part of rodeo. I got into rodeo when I was younger. It's always been a big part of our life. My sister barrel raced, and we rode horses and worked with cattle every day. So I thought it was fitting for me to ride bucking horses. 2010, I won the Florida High School State Championship bareback rider and pursued that career of professional rodeo and college rodeo. Went to Vernon, Texas, got a full ride rodeo scholarship to Vernon, Texas, and was part of the rodeo team. So my background's a little different. Has really nothing to do with culinary. It's kind of we've always been working cows and been had the Western heritage a part of us, but in Florida. A lot of people think, oh, I mean, you're from Florida, it's beaches and different stuff, but really it's has nothing to do with that. We were, like I said, raised right outside Tampa and on a dairy farm. Our days consisted of getting up in the morning, milking cows, and etc. Rodeo led me out here to Texas, where I was raised or live at today in Paris, Texas. I college rodeo, like I said, for Vernon, Texas. Started my professional career in Texas, riding in the PRCA for professional bareback rider. I had some injuries that happened and sidelining me, and decided to take up the family business out here in Texas. We had a working cow ranch in Paris, Texas, where I got involved and met, got involved in the buck and bull industry. So the buck and bull industry took me to different places I've ever been before. We raised a bull named Closing Time, who's all-time career in buck and bull in history. We went out to Vegas. We were nobody. It was our first year in the buck and bull industry for the first couple of years, and Closing Time won us $500,000 in Las Vegas. He went on and continued to do some amazing stuff. Won a world championship title, broke records. Like I said, man, I started from dairy farm in Florida, and we're in Texas, raising buck and bulls on top of the world, and starting a family on a cattle ranch in Paris, Texas. But my dream has always been the culinary side of things. I love to cook. I love all my friends would come over and I'd make a homemade spaghetti, dude. It took me like all day. So all my buck and bull buddies, and they'd come over and I'd tell them, hey, I'm going to serve them dinner and stuff. So we would really work. So there was two different sides of me. I'd go out and work cows, and then come back in and mix up my sauce and try to make my homemade noodles, and then my meatballs, and then put it all together, and a bunch of cowboys sit around and eat some homemade spaghetti. So that's always been a passion of mine, and life took me down a whole different road, and kind of I always kept the culinary experience in my life with cooking and stuff, and I try to teach and not necessarily teach, but I'd try to I try to teach my little girl how to eat right and healthy and fresh. So I'd always read and try to make up different little concepts there at the kitchen on the ranch. So, what's bringing me to New York City? Well, obviously the culinary experience, the school, and everything y'all have to offer up there. I'm just a country boy down here in Texas, fixing to hit the big city lights, in New York City, and has really just flipped my script. We kind of went through some hard times this past year too, and led through a divorce, and now I'm a single father and on a mission to to go back and reach in my past, my culinary past, and do something that I really love and really want to do. And not only that, to show my little girl that you can do anything, in any part in life. I'm 32 years old. I mean, I've rode at some of the biggest pro rodeos in the world in Houston, Texas. I've rode in Buffalo, New York. I've rode in Pendleton, Oregon. To raising one of the most famous bucking bulls in the world that's won over $650,000 and set of records. To now, 32 years old, I'm telling my little girl, you can do anything. It doesn't matter where you come from or who you are or what you've been through. You can do anything at any point in life. And so as a single father, I'm making a mission. I'm coming to New York. I want to change my stars. I want to bring that passion of culinary and food and everything that's been built up inside me. I want to let it out and show my work and show my little girl that you can do anything. And that's a big part of me. And you ask, how do I do that with a kiddo here in Texas? Is I got great family that's really supportive. My mom, my sister, and everybody behind us is really chipped in to help make this all work out so I can go live my dream in New York City and create something I hope to be one of a top chef later on down the road. And where I see learning from what y'all have to offer and everything I've read, the end goal and dream of mine is to pound the pavement, to learn after some great chefs, and then create my own concept of like a farm-to-table, organic type of kitchen. I want to teach people how to eat right, how simple it is, and how great it is for your body, and the different nutrients and where different foods come from all over the world. It's fascinating to me. And like what it takes from a ranching's perspective of raising the beef, or anybody in the farming industry that has these animals that puts it on your plate every day. And a lot of people across this world don't realize the hard work that goes into the backing of these products, whether you're farming for vegetables, etc. So my end game is to eventually come back to Texas, open up a great organic, fresh little local market like style kitchen, and teach people about this with the meal and concept that they get to enjoy each day. Because nothing's more satisfying than working hard in that kitchen, to watch that 1 second when somebody takes that first bite of something you worked hard and created in your head, and see them smile or say, man, that's good, and to see people laugh and enjoy around the table. That's a big part of me. And to have my little girl in the future one day to work beside me and get to show her the satisfying and gratitude behind what we do and what we're going to do for a living from here on out. It's been a big part of, I like to give back. So another big part of my future goal in my future restaurant is to get with local charities. And I wanted Down syndrome or special needs kids, and I'd love to integrate that in my program at my restaurant and have them do a lunch service where, you've seen it all over the country done, but I'd like to keep it local, bring the kids in, show them how to, that there is opportunity in this world. And it doesn't matter where you come from, what you are, you can show people how to do things in the kitchen and teach them about life. So I'd like to do that in my kitchen is to bring these people in there, work, and all the food and everything that goes in to it is I'm going to donate it. And then not only that, anybody that comes in, they don't have to pay for their lunch during these few hours that the charity's there. So if you want to pay for your lunch, you can donate and all the proceeds go to charity. So it's a good way that the community can wrap around, get together, learn about our organizations in the community, and then support the local communities as well and help these kids, to give them that one shot of opportunity to work in a kitchen and to maybe go serve or be a waiter. And then not only that, teaching a life lesson to my little girl at all the same time, that you can do anything. You can change your stars at any given point in life. Because look at me, I'm a Texas boy from Paris, Texas, and I'm heading to New York City here in a couple weeks, and I can't be more excited, and I hope y'all are excited too, because you better saddle up, because I'm coming up there.